Hi everyone, this is the Introverted Comedian. Welcome to a new episode of the Kingdom Come Deliverance gameplay. Now, after doing some smaller quests during the last episode, I am focusing on the main quest this time, especially since I want to finish all the quests in Ratay before moving on to Talmberg. Not to mention that I will need to do the main quest in order to unlock a few other side quests. So this is the perfect occasion to start doing it, since I already have everything I need to do quests, battles and anything else. So enough about that, let's press continue and carry on with the story. Yeah, so as I said, the main focus will be, one second, this one, the prey. This one will be much later in the game available, so there's no point in worrying about it. This one I want to save after I get back from doing the Talmberg quests. This one is in Talmberg, this one is in Talmberg, and this one is not that relevant, since it will stay there forever. It doesn't really end. So I'll check to see, because I see I have some stolen goods. I don't know if Peshek can actually buy them. There's a chance he didn't replenish his wealth.
God be with. I've got some good.
So he doesn't have anything. I might just need to store them in the trunk to have enough space on the horse. Because unfortunately there aren't so many people who can buy the stolen goods. And at the same time I don't want to have too many things on my horse and then end up not being able to do some looting and wasting precious resources. Yeah, so this is pretty much everything I had to leave in here. Now I'll just go to the bathhouse, because I need the alpha male perk. So I don't really need it 100%. It's better to have it. And at the same time I need to get my gear cleaned and everything. Because in the morning, since now it's afternoon, I cannot start the quest anymore. So next morning I will have to do it. So let's talk to this lady.
What do you want?
And get some services.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
Yeah, so I will have to wait quite a lot, it seems. There are no books I can get right now, as far as I remember. There's no one who has one. I will try my luck though. Who knows, maybe one of the shopkeepers does have something. After all, it's better if you have to skip that time and you have some book you can read. It's more useful like that, improving your skills while skipping time. So as I said, I will go to the shops. Now this poor guy, I actually robbed him a few nights ago, that's why I had all those stolen goods, so he doesn't seem to have that much. Still, he has plenty of things replenished, so it's not that bad. On the other hand, he doesn't have any wealth. Yeah, so as I said, the main reason why I'm here was to see if he has any book, but he doesn't. I know the tailor doesn't have one. Not sure about the armorer, the armor smith.
Good day. Farewell.
So he doesn't have one either. Now the only chance might be with... Let's see what's happening here. This is a random event basically.
What are you? What do you?
And the main thing is you can actually get yourself some speech experience. I am trying to get to
What you say makes sense.
level 8 in speech.
Maybe. Good luck then.
Yeah, so if you want you can actually explore all the options, or I hoped it could be. It wasn't.
What do you... Good luck then.
Fortunately this lady doesn't have any speech options that give me experience. This guy will have.
Why?
They really don't like me here. Basically, I think at this point I could go with these, but I prefer to be safe so he can search me all the way. He won't find anything. Yeah, so let's see if this guy has a book.
Jesus Christ. Take care now.
And he does. It's on strength. That's not bad. I'm already pretty much set up with it, but it's not so bad to get more. After all, once you increase your strength, you will be able to deal more damage, you will be able to carry more, so that's perfect. There is a chance that the huntsman might have one.
God save.
If not, he should have at least a treasure map if I didn't buy it already. Yeah, so I already bought that one. And I can buy the book as well. And I want to have a look if the guy from the archery range has something. Speaking of, I could actually enter a contest or two, get my archery level a little bit higher. After all, the quest that I'm going to do is related to archery, so I could do the contest now. Yeah, so he does have one on agility. I will buy that one as well. And I will ask him to let me join the archery contest.
The straw surround. The round ends when it's the customer. Just what?
Yeah, so in order to make more conversation, gain some speech points, you can ask him again about the rules and skip them quickly.
The beginner.
And I will go with the beginner.
Then, meanwhile, I'll take care. You may begin.
So if you want to get points, you should try to be the fastest shot. You will get extra points for finishing first, unlike it happens in real life. Or at least in some cases. Yeah, so there's a chance that I could win this one. I did do some hunting and some practice, so maybe I'm not that bad after all. Even though I see there is someone that's actually doing a pretty good job. As I said, if you want to win, you can actually use that thing. As you can see, I got some extra points just by shooting first. I think it's 3 points, which actually won me the contest. Sorry. Yeah, so I got some more experience. I will try
Is there someone here?
I'll basically give it a try with all these contests.
I've shot a few.
I'll try the next one with 13 arrows.
Meanwhile, I'll round up the company.
As you can see, you will need to bet more groschen. But I already won them in the previous contest, sorry. Yeah, so you just need to find where the target is aligned to your bow and then start shooting. Once you found that point, you will line up to it and you can shoot it as many times as you want it. But as you can see, the competition is doing quite well, so it will be difficult, not to mention they are 1 arrow in front of me. Yeah, so apparently I'm getting better with the bow. I was thinking I'm hopeless the other day, but I might just be doing well enough, but not to speak too soon. Yeah, so I think there's a guy that will win just because he's been using his arrows faster than I am. Not to mention he does have more points already. So yeah, no chance for me to win it. Unless I can score at 3 points. Yeah, so it was just 1 point. Still, I did get some archery experience. Some bow experience. Let's see, maybe I'm close to actually... No, I'm still very far. Yeah, I'll also try the archery contest for masters, although I am worse than a novice, to be honest.
The best archers shoot. Splendid. Meanwhile, I'll round.
But I do have that groschen to spare, and meanwhile I'm not using my own arrows, so I don't really have to worry about it. Once again, as you can see, the other participants are quite good. Usually it will be someone at random from Ratei, or if you go to another part, there's one in Užice, there's one in Ledečko, I think. If you go to some other place, there will be someone from there. Yeah, so I am quite slow compared to the others, since I need to find that balance. Not to mention that I'm not hitting the trees all the time. I am doing a lot better than expected, so I should get some good experience out of it. still, as you can see, the armor smith is just giving us lessons. Even Conrad Hagen is doing very well. Yeah, so if I had at least level 5 in skill, Henry's hands would be a lot steadier, and I wouldn't have to wait until he actually aligns to the target, which would allow me to shoot a lot faster. But right now my aim is just to finish shooting all them arrows and get as many of them as possible in the target, which will give me experience points. Now, I am going to finish last, no matter what I do. Not any experience points are better than nothing. As you can see, the other guys finished earlier and it was a close call. Only 1 point. Yeah. So, not so much of a difference. This skill is a little bit annoying because it's going very slow. But still, there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now, I'm gonna go to my room inside the inn close by. I'll do some reading as much as possible. Then have Henry go to sleep. And in the morning I'm gonna join Hans Capone for the main quest for prey. Let's see, I think there was someone with Captain Bernard. Ah, just some passerby. I was hoping there's some side quest or something that I haven't discovered yet. And yeah, there we go. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because I think I've unlocked one of the perks which allows me to get a bonus. Yeah, once you sit on a comfortable surface, you get a higher bonus in reading. So basically, if you sit on a bed compared to a bench or just reading when you're standing, you will be able to read a lot faster this way. So as you can see, it's just 3 hours and I can read the first book. The comfort is 150%. Yeah, so I have a new level in reading. The strength is quite far. Let's see. And we have this one. And again, it's going to be 3 hours. Now it's good that I'm also leveling up my reading because I want level 14 in reading so I can unlock the cartographer to unlock the entire map. So I already had plenty of agility, so I'm not getting a new level. I'm just checking to see if I have anything that can be fixed, and I don't. Yeah, I can also try to read this one. I'm not sure if I am allowed. Yeah, I'm allowed to. I know there's a limit to how much you can read in one day. I guess it's like 12 hours or something like that. Which is why that bonus is quite helpful now, as I can read faster, so basically I can read more books in one day. Yeah, so I've got a level in hunting. Can send the book as well, and I'm out of books. Let's see. Yeah, other books. And I reached level 9 hunting, which is not bad. One more level which can be easily got, which I can easily get to by shooting a little bit. Not to mention there is a chance I will get some experience once I go do that quest. Now I will need some arrows. And basically now I can go to sleep. And 7 o'clock should be enough. Yeah, so now it's time to go for the quest. I'll just talk a little bit to my dog. He is going to be quite useful, to be honest, during this quest. But he is not ready to fight humans. So I need to level him up a little bit. Because he will actually help me during quests this way. Yeah, so let me just check the log. I don't want this shown. So I'm going for this one, the prey. And I need to go in the courtyard of the upper castle, which is right here. The reason why I actually came to this spot. So now, because I did a lot of grinding early game, I do have a horse, I do have some skill levels, I do have very good armor, so it's going to be a lot easier for me to do this one. I did level up the dog enough to do some hunting for me. So, yeah. Now, I just need to talk to this guy, Sir Hans Capon, or Capon, or whatever you want to call him, and tell him you want to go hunting.
I'm overjoyed. Have you got a horse?
Yeah, you gain some reputation with him by doing so,
May the Lord watch over you.
and you just need to follow him. Now, as you can see, he already has 2 hounds with him. You will need to go slow, he doesn't go that fast. And you will be able to improve your speech a little bit, because he will have a conversation with you. Or at least I hope the speech will be improved. I don't remember exactly.
Let's go! Yeah! Hurry up, blacksmith!
Yeah, so he's asking me to hurry up, but he's barely going. If I started galloping with my horse, he'll basically be left way much behind. I actually did that a couple of gameplays ago. I was playing, and I was hoping that if I go faster, he will go faster.
Yes, sir.
So I ended up having to go by myself to the meeting
I
point.
should behave differently. More, well, gentlemanly. But that doesn't mean you were in the right. You can't throw a lord out of the tavern in his own town. Understand?
Yes, I was just...
What? Speak up! Don't worry, I won't bite your head off.
It's just that when you said those things in the arena, sir, I was a little upset.
Ah, I just like to tease greenhorns a little. And you vexed me too. You were insolent to Captain Bernard and they rewarded you with service. Whenever I do anything reckless, even if it's for my honor, Hanush is on my back about it and I get punished. Like now.
I didn't mean
Yeah,
to threaten
so
anyone.
apparently
Well, it's all water
he
under
is
the
moaning a
bridge.
little bit, but
Let's not spoil our
he's the
honey.
lord of the castle, so he does have lots of responsibilities. Now, as I said, unfortunately there's nothing you can do but follow him, because
Something else.
in a little while
Hunting?
This kind?
you will be able to basically fast travel over there.
If you're not a complete blockhead, you might learn something useful. And if you don't cock it up entirely today, maybe I'll take you again. It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
As I said, I have hunted before, but it wasn't...
Chasing bunnies with a pitchfork isn't hunting. Observe and learn.
I think this is one of the funniest things he's ever said. Chasing bunnies with a pitchfork is not called hunting.
Listen, I wanted to ask you about Scarlet.
I don't know if... That is, sir, I don't know if that's a suitable topic of conversation for the hunt.
We're not hunting yet. I'd like to hear about it at last from someone who was actually there.
The Cumans attacked Skallets, and, anyone who didn't flee.
That's what they all say. I want detail.
Yeah, so he is actually trying to be friendly despite their conflict, and as he said, he is the lord of the castle and Henry
It's just that
overstepped his duties.
it's hard for me to talk about.
I see. So I'll have to get you
But
drunk.
it's
Not sure even...
not that bad.
We'll have to find out, won't we? There's a nice little place just north of here. We'll camp there and you can tell me all about it.
If you wish, sir.
And don't dilly-dally. Let's try and get there before the day's out.
Yeah, so as I said, at some point you will fast travel over there, which makes things a lot easier. As if you had a conversation for the entire duration of traveling, it would finish tomorrow. Yeah, so I managed to activate one of my perks, the balanced diet, by not being malnourished or not eating too much. There we go, we are at the camp.
We'll make camp here.
I did pass next to it once when I went to Ujits, or when I came back from Ujits, or both. In case you need some food, there is some over there. Yeah, so he will ask you to get some wine and bacon from the saddlebags. You just need to go to his horse, interact with it, and you've got them. And I just need to hand them to him.
Coming up, sir.
At long. So, are you enjoying?
I am, although we haven't...
That doesn't matter.
How come Hannah...
Yeah, so he will have a good conversation with you
What?
and give you some
Well,
speech experience after all.
The king is just... But that...
You'll also gain some reputation with him,
What are we... What?
which will allow you to be friends in the future. You can actually tell him the story about Skalitz. He will appreciate that.
Both of my... What? Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I did get a perk in horsemanship. So I will go with this one. If an opponent tries to unhorse me. And I have a new main level 1. And I was actually waiting for this one because it's going to be... where was it? Yeah, this one. Scout number 3. Basically now when you want to do some traveling and you want to do fast traveling, you basically have lots of chances of evading that event in case some bandits attack or something like that, and you choose to evade it. Now if you need some arrows or a bow, you'll find some over here. I will take these hunting arrows. You can take some dried meat if you want, some dried mushrooms, some dried fruit. You don't really need them. If you don't have a bow, you can take a bow and that's CX. Yeah, so if you need, you can also eat from here. Let me just see what exactly arrows I have. So I have some better hunting arrows on the horse. I have some hunting arrows right now. And I have them ordinary arrows, which I will drop because I'm not getting them anymore. Yeah, so the quest says you need to wait until dawn. I think I've already slept too much, so there's a chance I cannot do it again. Yeah, so I'll sleep as much as possible, then I will have to eat something because the nourishment level is going down. And as I said, if you go malnourished, basically if your nourishment level goes below 50, you will lose the balanced diet perk. Yeah, so it's a good time to eat something. And now I just need to wait, I think until somewhere between 7 and 8. Basically you can wait until 7, nearly 8. You can cancel anytime if you need to. Yeah, so I slept just enough as he started talking to me.
Your lord.
You would... Heavens.
If that's the way you want. Oh, and if you don't, after all, there's no...
Maybe I was a bit...
Too late. And now...
Yeah, so basically you just got challenged to a hunting competition. You need to get as many hares as possible. Now he will go that way. I prefer to go this way anyway. Sometimes you'll find some of them over here. As you can see, there's one over here. If you feel confident about your shooting skills, you can use your bow and arrow. You will gain some experience. If not, you can have your dog do it. Yeah, so I really don't want to shoot the dog because I will need him later. And these little guys are annoying when you want to hunt them. Yeah, so you can actually send the dog after them. He will also fetch them for you. So you can go for the next target if you want. Yeah, so you can loot it. Don't forget to praise your dog and thank him. This will increase your bond with him. And your Houndmaster experience. Now, I don't know where the other one went. Ah, there we go. Yay, I finally got one. If you want, you can let your dog take it. If not, you can take it yourself. Now, there are chances of some of them being over there. You basically have until 12 o'clock, until noon, so you don't really need to stress that much. As I said and showed you earlier, if you cannot hunt them yourself, if you cannot get them, you can get the dog to do it for you. Just don't overuse him because he will get tired. Yeah, so apparently it's much easier when you go to do target practice instead of actually hunting live prey. Yeah, so you can actually miss them just by a little bit. Now the best thing when you're going for any animal is to go on its side and then start shooting. I was 100% sure that one will hit it. Yeah, so now there's two of them over there. Maybe I can get at least one of them. Yeah, so for some reason the character is getting tired faster than he was doing it earlier doing the archery contest. Yeah, so I'm just starting to think that the game doesn't want me to do it. Yeah, so I'll just send the dog after one of them. Yeah, I am really bad at this. So once again you can take it, thank your dog, give him a piece of that meat, and go back to hunting. Yeah, so I really have no idea how to shoot these guys. Now, as I said, you can just use the dog. I did manage to finally get my level up in speech. Apparently, if you talk to the dog, it's considered a speech. He is a good dog, so he deserves some more praise. Yeah, so I just go with 2 commands at the same time, so he can get more, so I can get more experience, and he can get more obedience points. Basically, if you go to sidekicks, you will see the obedience points in here. If he's going too low, he might not help you anymore, or he might just run away. So yeah, now let's see exactly what skills I have. I've got one in Houndmaster. Yeah, so now you can actually use this one. Your dog will attack people on command, and he will try to help you anyway. And I've got what I needed for quite some time, the empathetic skill, which allows you to see the counterpart's stats in skill checks. Basically, if a guard is trying to stop you and you see that he has less skill than you in either speech, charisma, or mainly I think it's in warfare or something like that. Basically, if you're stronger or tougher than him, and you can actually tell him to go away, this will allow you to carry stolen goods. So basically you can steal the entire settlement, you can rob the entire settlement and have all of that in your inventory, and because you're passing the skill check, the speech check, he will not bother you. Yeah, so let's do some more hunting. And I finally got another one. I'll just let the dog do it. Okay, thank you, Mott.
That's my boy.
Praise him. I go with 3 because I need him to help around. Basically, you can tell him to heal, but he won't fetch the bunnies for you anymore. Yeah, so let's see exactly how much hair I have. Or better said, hair meat. I'm trying to go for 200. I think that one should be enough. So I will probably need 2 or 3 more. Now, if you come this way, around this area, there are some deer. And you can use them for target practice. It's a lot easier to shoot them. So you might actually get some experience in hunting and vitality, as well as in bow. I just need to discover the place where they are. I know it was somewhere around here, and there we go. Yeah, now if only I would hit it, even though it's not as small as a bunny. I'm still having issues with that. Oh yeah, so I did it. Yeah, you can take that venison if you want. I don't really need it. There's another deer over there. If you want, you can send the dog to do it for you, but this is when you can actually use the bow properly with a bigger target. Yeah, so as I said, you will increase your vitality. Let's get that and that. So you can have a look around to see if there's any more of them. Sometimes there's one of them, sometimes there are two or three, sometimes there are four. It depends, I'm not sure exactly how they spawn. Yeah, so I'll just go after some more bunnies. Yeah, there are moments when they actually refuse to spawn. I have no idea why. So you will need to go a little bit around and return to that area, or just find another spot where they are. That was a strange rock. I thought there was something there. Yeah, so apparently they are hiding very well now. Yeah, so I'll just crouch and wait here for a couple of minutes. Hopefully they'll spawn. Yeah, so since there's no sign of them, from what I can see, I will go down the valley. Oh, wait, I think there was one. Yeah, there is one. And just as before, quite hard to get. So I'll just send the dog after him. This is why I said it's quite useful to have the dog. He's quite a valuable companion. Because during this quest, he can actually help you a lot. Praise him a little bit, give him some food. And then you can loot this other one. Let's see how much I have. So I still need around 40 more. And then I can go back to waiting for Hans Capon. Ah, it's actually over here. So it's getting close to that time. I just got this one before he had the chance to run. Yeah, so I'll go down the valley. Yeah, so once again I will send the dog after it. As you can see, when you give the commands, it will give you some Houndmaster experience. Yeah, so now I have more than 200, which is what I needed. I'll just go back to camp and wait 1 hour for Hans to get back. Or close to 2 hours. As basically he said afternoon. Yeah, so there you go. I am already back in camp. So now I just need to wait for him. Now, since he was quite close by, I'm hoping he'll get here fast. If not, you can just keep time once more. And he will get here soon. Yeah, there we go, he's over here. You can tell him that you beat him in the archery contest for hare meat.
Why do you ask? Not bad, though. Quite good, actually.
Jesus. But never let it be said, your serf.
And now come along.
Yeah, so you get some groschen for beating him in the contest. You should move your meat if you want to keep it to the horse. I am going to save the game as well, as I have quite a lot of progress and I want it to be on my saves as well, not just the ones the game does automatically.
Follow me. We're going hunting.
Yeah, so you will get on your horses and go a little bit further. Again, this part will take a while. As you can see, he's not rushing anywhere, so you'll need to just wait. Now they show up when I don't need them anymore. Yeah, so basically what he wants to do now is to find one of the places where boars can be found, and he wants to hunt one of the boars. Now, as I said, this part of the quest is basically a little bit annoying because you depend on the speed of those who take part in it. There are a few more like this one, when you just need to simply allow them to move. Even if you try to move faster, some of the quests just cannot be completed that way. And so I think we're quite close to the location where he wants to do that hunting. And we're here.
See here, voila, and it's been freshly rooted. There'll be balls somewhere nearby, so just like last time, slow and quiet, whatever you do. Understand? Or watch out for them from the top of that mound there.
Yeah, so a cutscene will start now. Basically, he will try to shoot the boar, despite you telling him an arrow won't be enough to kill it.
Certainly, why wouldn't I?
Although, to be fair, in the last episode I did use arrows to hunt them, so it's kind of illogical.
Watch and learn. Did you see that?
And apparently he got it.
Oh, good. Quiet. So, next time you try to tell me I can't kill a boar with an arrow...
Or maybe not.
After him, fetch!
So yeah, now the cutscene goes on with you and Hans chasing after it. But after some time, it won't turn out to be so good for you guys. Yeah, so as you can see, we just managed to stumble up a human camp. Now, one of the main reasons why I wanted to have proper armor when I come over here is because you will have to fight the humans. Yeah, so that one's down. There is another one over there who's an archer. You just need to get close enough and deal with him. And there we go. Yeah, usually they have some valuables on them, so you can loot a few good things. You can get these arrows, they're quite rare and good, doing a lot of damage. You can get the bandages. Let me see, what was that? No, it's just an arrow. I was hoping for some sword or something. You can go get the other one. You can get the rears as trophies. Yeah, so they don't have that many things on them, or good things. Let's see, he has a Nicopolis saber. I'm not sure if it's any good. And yeah, it's not worth keeping it. Too heavy for its value. He has a shield. I'm just going to check if it's better than mine. And it isn't, and it's not valuable, so I'm just going to drop it. Yeah, basically these are kind of the weakest humans in the game, so it's not a big achievement. You can get a few decent things from here. Let me see, there's one more chest over here, which is empty. And basically that's all of the things you can get from here. Let me see what I leveled up. I leveled up in stealth, and I also have the choice of a perk. So we've got this one at 2 Brute, U2 Brutus. We've got Dog Person, Ordinary Mog, Crouching Chameleon. Now basically if you plan on opening any locks or going somewhere where there's dogs, you want to go for this one. If you want to do stealth attacks, this one will help you. I want to go for this one. I want to be able to sneak around easier. So basically once you crouch, you will get more you will get a bonus in stealth. Yeah, so now I need to find where Hans is. I think he was somewhere around here. I heard him shouting earlier. And there we go.
Let's have a look at you.
Henry!
You turned up.
Yeah, so he's not that happy about the story, but he is happy that you helped him survive. And you can take him back. Now, if you weren't ready to fight those humans, you could have run and returned by nightfall, which means that you would have found him tied up. Everyone is trying to nurse him back to health.
How is it possible, Ratsy? Those bastards make so bold no more than a mile from the castle.
Don't be so modest.
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
Yeah, so now that you've sorted that part of the main quests, another one begins, the hunt begins, and you're being sent to talk to Captain Bernard inside the courtyard. Now before doing that, I want to send some of these things on my horse, because I don't want to carry that much weight. You can fix your things if you took any damage. And I'm ready to go. So, where is he? Yeah, so there we go.
Good day. I have some...
No. No, I just did something very bad. Yeah, so you can tell him you can go. I wanted to save those years for later, because they will be far more valuable in someone else's hands.
Against all better the dappled gray. Now, mount up. I'll be with you.
But I guess it's too late now. Yeah, so they do give you a horse. This guy Pebbles. You will have to mount it and ride it for a little bit. And once you get out of Ratay, you can actually call your own horse.
There won't find me a happy man.
So basically, if you didn't know how to make enough groschen, or you didn't want to buy a horse, this is the easiest way to get one. I'll just leave this one close to that inn in front and ride my own. Yeah, so there we go. In fact, let me just take him over here.
Get him!
Ah, for hell.
Enough! Please, I yield!
Yeah, so I managed to send my dog after them.
I'm going to...
Wait.
That beast of yours was this.
Yeah, so in this case I will pay, but I'm not going to pay as I didn't really want to do it. I'll just go back to the saved game. Yeah, basically I was just trying to whistle at my horse and I ended up sticking the dog on someone. It is a useful skill when you're fighting, but not so useful when you have to do that. So one more time I'm just gonna move quickly everything. Yeah, so this is one of the good things of being able to save the game, and why you should do it as often as you feel it's necessary, because otherwise you might end up doing something bad. And now I don't have to give him the ears, which is quite good. I kind of regretted doing that.
Good luck then. Can we go?
Yeah, so you can tell him you can go.
I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Tell him yes to whatever he says. Get yourself on the horse.
Ow! Watch what you're doing! There's people walking here!
Now wait a little bit until everyone starts going.
Alright, men. Saddle up! No, John.
So yeah, they will be talking a little bit amongst each other. I think he will try to ask you a few things at some point. As I said, I want to leave this horse over here. It's simply just too slow for what I need. Yeah, so they will catch up to you. Or at least they will try. Well, you can carry on next to Captain Bernard. But you can actually just run past them. Yeah, so look at the difference in speed between the horses. This one is basically flying compared to what they were giving you. It is one of the best ones after all, so it should be doing that. Not to mention I do have some decent gear on him, some improvements which help gain better speed, more capacity of carrying things. Yeah, so right now you need to go to Neuhof. I've been here before. And as you can see, there's smoke in the back. Usually smoke is not really a good sign. So once you get close to Neuhof, you will notice some crows and some corpses. There's the corpse of one horse over there. And once you get to the stud farm, the quest will basically carry on. This way you can actually force everyone to get here faster. So as you go inside, you'll notice there's blood everywhere. There's lots of corpses, both people and horses. Mostly horses. And you've been told to scout the area. Now you want to talk to Zora.
Smell. The stud farm owner. I saw him in Skalitz a few times.
Unfortunately, her husband died. You can ask her about the raid.
Go on.
Now this will give you some speech experience. So try to go over all the options. She will give you some pointers on who to talk to.
Goodbye.
If you go around, you can inspect
so cruel.
more.
They really did slaughter them. Why would
There's
anyone
this
do
guy over here, Jakub. You can talk to him.
Another use.
And if you have the perk
that?
unlocked
What's wrong with your arm?
for healing, you can actually try healing him,
What in the world?
which allows you to talk to him faster. And of course you can ask him to help you.
You know the area.
Take care now.
And he does give you some pointers. You can always check whatever you've talked to them over here. Yeah, so you've got this area over here and that side, which is where I need to go. As you can see, there's blood everywhere. There's more corpses over here, more corpses over here. It was
Poor wretch. He must have
basically something really bad.
There'll be even more of them by the main stables.
Yeah, so some of these buildings were burned. You've got more people over here.
Oh no. Why did they have to kill you?
You've got a villager over here.
Did here? Kill them! Find those whoresons and kill them!
You've got this guy Mark you need to talk to.
Are you...
As you can see, I can actually use either of these to convince him. I will go for the higher difference.
What?
So you can ask him what happened.
What? How? No. So where?
Yeah, and he does tell you that north of the farm is where the attackers ran. Basically somewhere here around the woods. Now there is one more
How could anyone be so cruel? Such senseless brutality.
guy you want to talk to,
They
which is
slaughtered
this
horses
guy
as well
called
as
Ginger.
people, and then... What? No. What? You didn't. No.
Yeah, so basically I did finish questioning the survivors. I'm not sure exactly what more they need me to do. Yeah, so you will have to come over here, as they said you need to go north. Scout some more around here.
Aha! This wasn't done by animals. They must have gone into the woods this way.
Yeah, so I managed to get some hunting experience. I have no idea. Maybe it was because I was tracking. A little bit strange, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so this one is quite useful. The Forester. So I'll go with it. You can go over these tracks. The blood will lead you where you need to go. Basically, one of the bandits got stabbed by Ginger, the guy I talked to last. Again, you'll see more tracks over here. More blood.
They went deeper and deeper, for sure.
Yeah, so at this point, if I remember well, in case you're not ready enough, I think you can go back to Captain Bernard and ask him to join you to search the woods.
They went deeper and deeper, for sure.
But you can do it yourself. Yeah, so you just need to follow this trail. And you'll start hearing some voices.
That bastard really got me good. How could it have gone so wrong? And who the hell brought those other fellows here? Fucking greenhorns. One kill that ginger brat from the farm, and then they slice you up. We'll find those bastards, and I'll send them straight to hell myself.
Yeah, so you'll have to fight this guy. He's not that bad at defending, but I do have the head cracker perk, and I can actually kill him. So, once again, check the valuables. After all the air bandits, you can loot them. And then you can talk to this guy, or at least try to.
I'm fucking dying here. Nobody can match me with iron in their hands, and some damn peasant kills me. Dagger covered in horse shit.
Yeah, so basically someone killed him with something he's actually carrying. You need to loot his body and take this, the bloody hoof pick. You can also steal his groschen. If you want, you can take the rest of the things, but as not something that valuable, and they are stolen goods, so it's no point in bothering with it. And now we can just return to the farm. You can just quickly run over here. If you want, you can get your horse to help you, but there's no actual point in doing so. Yeah. Once you get over here, you'll notice that the ginger fellow is not here anymore. He is the one who actually killed that bandit. You need to come over here and ask this guy what happened. Where's Ginger? Well, first you need to ask him about the hoof pick, if he knows whose it is.
Ginger's.
So you found that it's Ginger's.
I'm just trying to...
You can ask him about Ginger some more.
Take care.
And Mark tells you to go to Jakub, because he was the one who hired him. Now as you go back, you want to talk to Zora as well. It's not necessarily something you need to do. The thing is, you can explore more dialogue options, giving you some more experience in speech.
Do you know?
God be with you.
Yeah, she tells you the same thing, to go talk to Jakub. Jakub is over here.
Any idea where I'm... What? Do you know...
You can show him the hoof pick, ask him where he could have fled.
You have my word.
You need to promise him that you won't hurt the little guy. And now you've got all the information you need. So he will tell you Ginger might be somewhere at the charcoal burners. Now, when you find out that information, instead of going there, you can just talk to Bernard and tell him about Ginger being mixed up. He will tell you to go after Ginger.
What? He disappeared.
You.
Very well, sir.
Yeah, so you get sent over to search for him. I'm just checking if my nourishment is okay. If you need some nourishment, it's a little bit rude, but you can just eat some food from here. Yeah, so basically right now I need to get myself over here at the charcoal burners. It's quite close. I just need my horse. Who was close by and I couldn't see it. Yeah, so I've already been there in one of the previous episodes when I was exploring to find some of the treasure maps. That is why I know it is quite close by. And I also know which way should I go for the shortcut to getting there. Yeah, so it's basically a little bit further from here. Yeah, you can just follow it on the compass at the top of the screen. And there we go. This is the charcoal burner camp. I think you can actually talk to all of them in turns. But the one who actually talks to you and gives you the proper information is this guy, the spokesman.
God be with you. Could you help?
Sorry.
Yeah, so as you can see, his skill checks are quite low. You can just go with this one.
There's been murder.
There'll be a lot less.
Come.
They didn't have.
No.
And he will tell you he wasn't here for sure. You need to go somewhere else. He does tell you where you should go in this area. This is basically where I have been hunting earlier. It's Sir Hans Capon. So just get on your horse. It's pretty much close by, so you don't need to worry that much. You just have to quickly get there. Well, not necessarily quickly, because it's not really a timed quest. But for you to waste less time is easier if you just manage to find the shortest way to get there. Basically, you can just follow that compass at the top. And you don't have to necessarily follow the known roads. Yeah, so I'm quite close by. And I want to save the game. As I said, I know the game is automatically saved from time to time, but I do need to have that extra insurance of having my own saves. And this is the camp where you need to ask about Ginger. There we go. Now, once again, there are plenty of these guys around, charcoal burners, which you can ask about him.
Has anyone here seen
That boy from.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, he's not here. May the Lord watch over you.
The best way again is to talk to their spokesman once you find him.
Questions, talk to me and leave.
Yeah, was this guy?
I hope I can be of help. Well, you'll have.
Again, you've got plenty of options to talk about. And I will go with this one.
And where can I... Where did they go?
Good luck to you.
Yeah, basically, if my gear was clean, I could go for the charisma option. But there's no way to clean myself over here. So I'll just go with this. So it told you to go here, because those are his known friends.
Yeah.
it will be a little bit tricky to ride over there. The thing is, when you go this way, there's the road is quite wavy, so you need to be careful. At some point as you go, you might meet some humans fighting with some guards, usually around here, so there wasn't anyone, which is good. Or there might be some ambush, so you need to be careful. Yeah, so as I said, the pathway, the road is quite wavy and annoying. But once you reach this bridge, you've reached Ginger's friends. Yeah, so once again you can come in here and start talking to them. You've got the spokesman. Now you can actually talk to more of these guys.
God be with you. Well, that's odd.
And they will ask you to kill the bandits who came asking for him. Now you can actually talk to some more of them. One of them will actually betray him. It's not that relevant, you just need to talk to the spokesman as well.
God be. I've been to the.
He will tell you that maybe he's somewhere else, and they will say you got sent here. You can tell this guy that you don't know where those bandits are, and then accept killing them. Now he just told you they're somewhere around the woods, so you will need to find their camp somewhere in this area. Now, once again, I do advise you to save before leaving. Thing is, as far as I remember, there are some humans in the area, and as I said, sometimes there are some of them spawning as a random event, fighting over. So you just need to go this way. Let me see if there's any sign of a camp around here. I don't see any. This would have been a little bit more helpful if you had the cartographer perk, because it would have shown you the camps everywhere. But you can just look for them around this area anyway. Just be ready for a fight in case it's not those two bandits and it's someone else. You will have to fight. So if I remember well, they should be somewhere around here. Yeah, so there we go. I actually found a camp over here. It's basically right here. So somewhere in between them, those two charcoal burner camps. You just need to get yourself over here. and you can talk to them. Or they will talk to you as soon as they see you.
Really? Good thing.
Now they will ask about Ginger. You can tell them you're looking for him, or
I don't know anyone
you
called
just
that.
tell them you cannot
Or
help
not even
them.
from the... What a shit. Truly. Oh, left.
You can just go with you cannot help them. Now basically they will try to
What's up? You need some help?
go to the other direction, and you can just basically just slaughter them.
What was that? Kurva face!
That's all you've got.
Now your dog will help you, so he will keep one of them busy while you deal with the other one. And they're both dead. You can mercy kill this one, apparently he was only injured. As always, don't forget to loot them. You never know when you find something nice on them. I think this one might be a little bit valuable. This one is okay-ish. This one is okay-ish. You can check their trunk over here to see if there's anything valuable. And there's nothing I can actually take from there. If you need some nourishment you can eat, but I don't need that much. If you want you can do some target practice, since you found some deer over there. Although there's a high chance I would miss everything. I don't even know where they went. Yeah, so I'll just leave them alone. Now I just need to return to the charcoal burners, which can be easily done. I'll just get my horse over here. It goes much faster this way. I know it's quite close, but faster is faster. Yeah, so there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we can actually talk to the spokesman.
I've taken care of...
Tell him you killed the bandits.
Finally, some use.
Good luck to you.
And he tells you exactly where they are. Now, I did double take the quest. So you can also tell this guy that you've dealt with the bandits.
You know...
I'll take your word. There's an overgrown...
Good.
And he will also tell you where to find Ginger. And it's somewhere in a small cabin over here. Now, basically you can run up there. If you want to use, you can use the horse, but it's quite a detour. So you can just come over here and start running through the woods or the forest. So after a little bit of running, you will find this small hut over here, marked on the map as a camp, and this is where you find Ginger.
Jesus. What? I want to ask you what? Right, one thing at a time.
You can question him, he will tell you that he
I'm looking for your friend.
Recognized one of the men during the
They're not my mates. Recognized.
Attack on the farm.
What can you tell?
Again, ask as many things as possible to improve your speech.
And now, then, what about? Do you know?
Now, usually that information is saved already. You will have it in your notebook, whatever is actually important.
I've heard.
If you want, you can ask again.
I could go
and he will ask you to put in a good word with the people at the stud farm, because he needs he actually wants that job, he likes it there. Now at this point, let's see, not sure how long it will take me if I try to fast travel, so I will use my horse to get there once I get to a clearing, so I can actually use it. Yeah, so this should be fine, as long as there's enough space to run between the trees. I'll just get the horse.
Yeah.
Apparently my horse is way too fast for me to handle it. Yeah, so basically now you just need to get back to the farm. You need to inform Captain Bernard of what exactly it is that you found out. And also you might want to ask Zora if she can allow Ginger to get back there to work. So this is a shortcut I'm taking. It's quite close to nighttime, and basically I want to quickly talk to these guys over here and then be on my way off. So there we go. Yeah, so as I said, you can talk to these guys. I think you can actually... No, you cannot talk to Jacob or Jakub, but you can talk to Lady Zora if she can take him back.
That's not true.
Those are just excuses.
But they came back.
Why?
Why not?
And now we're supposed to...
The cutthroats who...
And what about for River?
And you can come to an agreement.
I definitely feel better.
It can be arranged.
Good then. Take care.
Basically, Sir Radzik and Captain Bernard need to leave some guards over here to protect the farm. Now, as you can see, the area was cleaned while you were away. So you can tell Captain Bernard what happened.
I talked to Jin. Well, he didn't know his name.
Good luck then.
Yeah, so next he tells you to go to Sir Radzek, who came by to check what happened at the farm. He's waiting for you over here.
God be with you, lad.
My lord.
Excellent.
The whole story?
It's up to you.
You can tell him the whole story or the brief story, you can skip it anyway. You already know it. And he tells you he's going camping next to Merhoyed. This is where you will find him when you need to report
Why
back.
choose Merhoyed?
It's somewhat at the center of it.
Sir, do you think
I shouldn't think
that the bandits... I have some...
Yeah, so you can tell him as much as possible from what you've learned, so you can get more experience in speech. Yeah, so now the quest line basically takes you to Ujit. The thing is, on the way there, I will want to stop over here and tell Ginger that he can come back. So once again it's time for my horse to start running, but not before saving the game. After all, I've done a lot of traveling and I don't want to waste all that progress. So let me check the map one more time. Basically I can just go through here. Yeah, so if I didn't already have my horse, it would be a little bit harder to travel. You could travel as well just by horse and do the same things, but it would be a lot slower. You could see in, I think, my second episode during the gameplay, I basically did lots of alchemy, crafted or brewed lots of potions, and I used those potions to buy myself this horse. Let me just check. Yeah, this is the right way. So there might be some bandits around. You just need to run past them. Or if you want, you can fight them. Yeah, so there we go. This is the bridge. And I just need to get to that camp where Ginger was, which is going to be this way. Yeah, so normally I tell you not to push your horse this hard. You might end up actually going too far from the place you need to go. And it's not so safe to travel between trees on your horse. You can always get thrown off him. So I was lucky and got here perfectly. Yeah, so I'll just tell Ginger quickly he can go back.
You can return her. If you're ever...
And he will go away. If you want, you can open that chest. I don't really need to do it. I don't need that much experience in lockpicking anymore. I've done my grinding early on the game. So now it's off to Ujit, which is quite close by. Now once again be careful when you're rushing through the trees inside the woods. And at some point you'll find the pathway and this will lead you to Ujit. Now I was here before, so I explored quite a little bit. But I didn't really do any quests. I didn't talk that much with the people. The only quest I did was about reading. So you can basically go around and find some villagers. You can do it over here, for example. Just look for some people. If not, you can just go over here at the stud farm. It's basically right over here. You can also discover the stud farm, taking care of that question mark. Now, as you will see, there is the possibility of doing a quest over here. But I won't do it just now because I can always do it later. And you can talk to this guy, the head groom.
Jesus Christ.
And ask him about the fellow with the limp. You can ask him to trade because he has a book for horse riding. I think I have a couple of things I can sell as well. So I actually made some money. And he told you that the guy with the limp is called Lubosh and he lives over here. Now you just need to run a little bit to get there, or you can just call your horse. Oh. It is close by, so you don't need to worry about traveling too far. And I think I went too far. Yeah. So this is where you need to come. And you'll find most of the villagers over here and the bailiff as well. This is Lubosh's house, Limpy Lubosh's house. Apparently he's been murdered, and Henry will ask on behalf of Sir Radzik to see. Now, the best thing you can do is ask as many people as possible in here anything you see with white instead of that grey. This will give you some speech experience.
Another thing. When did you find...
Yeah, so you can also talk to the villagers. There are some named ones. You've got a couple of options you can ask. Everyone will guide you to the priest, as he's been last seen talking to the priest.
May the Lord watch over you.
I'm at your...
Yeah, so as I said, talk to as many of them as possible, because you need that experience in speech it will unlock more
That's all.
useful perks for you in the future. Now at some point some of them will not be able to give you any experience or give you just some.
That's all.
Yeah, so you can quickly do this by skipping the dialogue options or whatever they're telling you. You already know your answer, you need to talk to the priest.
God.
As you can see, this one cannot even give me experience anymore.
Good day.
This lady can, however.
That's all.
God, what?
This one cannot. Yeah, so I think I'm just running out of talking options.
God pres.
Yeah, so there's no point. Now, as you can see, you can investigate his place. You might want to close the door because it's not a very good sight for everyone. If you come in here, you'll see there's a dead body and a mark over there.
Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? Why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
You can look at what he had over here. There's not much you can actually take from him or do anything with what he has. And there is, I think, an inspect option or something. I need to find exactly on what.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
Yeah, so you can go to the other room. And I just remembered that my poor horse has been carrying some hair meat for a long time and now it's expired. So I'll just have to drop it. I was planning on selling it, but the quest line took me to another direction. Yeah, so I'm trying to see if there's anything I can actually learn from here, but there's nothing. So it's time to meet the priest. You can try having a talk to the bailiff again.
Good help.
There's nothing more he can actually tell you. You can have a look around the farm. But there's not much to find out. As you can see, people already start leaving. Someone does decide to go inside and check. Ah, yeah.
Armour? Well, it seems Lubosh wasn't your everyday crofter. And judging by the bloodstains, it looks like he lived the way he died.
I'm getting desperate now.
So yeah, there's no point in keeping that one. I was thinking it's some quest item, but it isn't. So it's time to talk to the priest.
Always in the evening.
Usually he's at the church. If he's not at the church, he's at the tavern. He fancies drinking a little bit. I think he's at the church right now. Now when it comes to the priest, you might want to get yourself cleaned up. You will need to pass some speech skill checks. Otherwise you'll have to do some quest for him, some side quest.
There are things...
Yeah, so you can ask him about an exception. Once you ask about that, you have a few choices. And the best thing you can do is, in my case, for example, it's this one, the charisma.
For heaven's sake,
True.
As you can see, I was successful in convincing him to tell me what exactly happened.
So I know Lubos...
Just nicknames.
Nothing more?
No.
So now I just started another part of the main quest.
Do you have any work?
And he can give you a side quest as well. I will do this one at some point when I get back to Ujit after some time. So what I am interested right now is this one on the scent, which sends you over here to Ledechko. Now I do have a bed in there, so that's okay. Okay, so I'll just try to get there by using fast travel. Just be on my horse. Yeah, so as I said, unlocking the scout perks 1, 2 and 3 in the main level of the character. Once you level up, basically, you will be able to avoid fighting enemies that might stop you during fast travel. So I'm counting on that, because usually when you go through the woods at night, there's high chances you will get attacked. You can always run, of course, but it's better if you get there safer. Yeah, so unfortunately there's not much I can do as it's late. Let me see if the bathhouses are still open. And they're not. But I did buy myself a room at the inn, so I can just go sleep. As you can see, there's no one around. And my room is over here. So let me see how much energy I have. Yeah, I need to sleep. If I had too much energy, I could actually do some reading, because I have some new books, but it's time to sleep. Yeah, so I will go with 8 o'clock. Basically now you need to talk to Ricky's father. You'll find some information about him just from the innkeeper and everyone else. So you need to just wait until 8 o'clock or past 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. so you can actually allow them to wake up. Otherwise, if they're sleeping, no one will actually talk to you. Yeah, so there we go, you can get up. As you can see, the entire Ledge Cove is marked as being part of the quest. Or we can just talk to this guy, the innkeeper. Usually he has the most information. Or maybe not. So just ask any random person about Ricky. Now he will tell you about Ricky's father. He can tell you more things. One of the important things is this one. If there's someone who talks to him, he will tell you about some woman from the bathhouse. Now again, if you want more speech skill experience, you can ask more. Not everyone might be able to tell you something. So right now I need to find that woman at the bathhouse. And it's not her, it's someone inside here. There's this one called Adela.
My humble greeting.
Apparently Ricky's name is Hinek. You can tell her you are his friend or something like that.
What? Mushroom? Well,
do you know exactly
he said he had...
when did you what did he say?
Yeah, you can ask her. She tells you that he has some money stashed, and she will tell you they are hidden somewhere at his house. Now you can go at his house, which is right over here, and you will need to look for his stash, for his money, and to talk to his father. So basically it's quite close by, you don't need your horse for it. You can actually see it from here. It's this one right here. Now once you get over there, his father will start questioning why are you in their garden, their yard, their land. You can just go past him. Now the reason why you want to go past him is because you can do this part. Find Ricky's stash, the sea. And this corner is exactly where you can find the stash. You will need a spade. I usually carry mine on the horse. And pretty soon you'll uncover the stash. can rob it. You've got a sturdy gambeson, which is not really worth it. You've got some groschen, you can actually take those. And you've completed the objective. Now we need to talk to his father, who's the tanner.
I'm looking.
Basically, you can ask about his friends, and you can try going for these options. Basically, this one overpowers his choice by much. You can tell him whatever.
Well, it's not.
You can ask him about the poacher's hideout. Tell him about the money.
What more?
You can try trading with him, but there's nothing you can get from him. Yeah, so now you need to go back to the innkeeper who was actually buying things from him. Let me just get rid of this one because it keeps popping up on the map. No, wrong house. Yeah, so I'll just run quickly to the innkeeper. Okay, so you now unlocked the option to talk to him about Ricky.
I don't know.
And you can basically use any of these. I will go for this one. I don't really have the time for him.
I did.
I hear him.
Not exactly,
But
I happen to.
how do you know that?
Whenever. No.
And thank you.
Okay, so he will give you some tips on some mine shafts. Now the thing about the mine shafts is there are 3 of them, but you will need to come to this one. This is kind of a timed quest, so it's important for you to go over there. I don't know if this guy can tell me something.
I hope.
And he cannot. Let me see if that woman over here knows something. Adela. Although I doubt she knows anything.
I just want to. Another thing about.
What is it?
Yeah, you can actually
Is it true?
tell her you appreciate her for
So you only
feeling sorry and talking to him.
I found.
And you can ask about his hideout.
Do you know? Do you? Good. I just want to ask.
Alright, so she did tell you to go ask at the woodcutter's camp over here. The issue is you might not make it in time because it is a time quest, as I said. So I'll just go straight close to the woodcutter's camp. To his camp, sorry. And one more time, let's see that map. Now I could actually try to get to them and get some more speech skill. As I said, it is timed, but if you do it quick enough, it should be safe for everyone. Yeah, so around this area there should be a river. And you want to go up. I just hope my horse can actually do it. Now that's a nice horse. Being able to do something that was a lot harder on foot. Yeah, so there we go. This is the woodcutter camp. And the best way to do it is to find a named one, who I have no idea where he might be. No. And this one,
I am honored that you.
a raspberry.
I'm looking. I'm trying to find him.
Good luck then.
Would you?
Again, you can quickly go through the options.
How? You
and ask about the hideout.
Well.
But do you remember anything?
I can. A little up.
Why?
There's a spring. Once you fought.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Now you're done. So basically, he told you it's this one, or at least I think he did. Let's see. Yeah, so I already know it's this one, so I just need to get there. Now, as I said, this is quite of a difficult and tricky part of the quest, because you need to find him quickly, otherwise the bandits who are after him might catch him, and if that happens, then you will end up not being able to question him. Let's see one more time, and it's quite close. Yeah, so this is where he's hiding. Now I will want to save the game, so I'll just need some potions from my horse. Yeah, so I think another part of the quest activated once I left. Yeah, you have the directions over there, and this is exactly where you need to go.
Jesus Christ, what am I to do?
Now, if you got here in time, he will be by himself, like he is now.
At least you've no more cares.
And you can talk to him.
That Neuhoff depends on... What do you mean? There were two. But when you realise what...
But we didn't. They told us to...
Yeah, he tells you he was basically tricked. You can ask him some questions about his gang and the other guy's gang. They were arguing at the Neuhoff farm.
Tell me exactly.
Yeah, so he can give you more information about what happened during the raid and after.
That's all I need. Well?
Okay, so as you talk to him, some bandits will come after him.
Oh shit. Runs people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
Fuck.
At least they don't know I'm here. The two of us can take them by surprise.
No fucking way. I'm gone.
Yeah, so basically the best way to deal with the bandits is by fighting together.
We stand a better chance.
So get your gear on and simply go at them. Whoop.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Now these can be a little bit difficult to defeat. Your dog will help you. Okay, and I'm not sure if I managed to save him. He's nowhere to be found though. Yeah, so I will need to bandage myself. Check what these guys have. I'm looking for some marigold decoction on them, which can bring my HP back. I do need these. I will take that bread and eat it. No, I think I took something by mistake and it was these food wraps. Good doggy. Yeah, so you can actually get some valuables from them. Now, considering how difficult the fight was, I was expecting a bit more. I will take that charcoal because I will need it later in the game. I don't see any weapon for this guy. idea where Ricky went to. I think he just ran away. But he did tell me about some guy called Timmy. Yeah, so I really have no idea what happened to him. I think he just took advantage and ran away. So let's see if my horse has some potion for me to heal myself. And he doesn't. Yeah, so basically next I need to go here to the Merhoyed farm windmill and ask about Timmy. I'll get my horse to get there faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically this is where you'll find a clue about Timmy. Or better said, you'll find someone who can give you a clue on his whereabouts. Now the thing about this, I do actually need to get healed. So first I will go to the bats in Talmberg, since they're close. I'll just get myself there fast. As while you're trying to get the information from his sister, some of those bandits do show up, and when they show up you'll have to fight them. There are a couple of options, but one of the best is to fight them. And I want to be in full health because they're quite difficult.
Good afternoon.
I'd like...
That can be a...
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
Yeah, so now I can go back to the windmill. Whoa, wrong way. Now, if I'm here, I think I do have some potions that can help me. So I can just go to my room and my trunk and take some of them. And yeah, I will take these. And I can take these as well. Yeah, so none of them are useful. Only what I took. Yeah, so basically, as I said, I just need to get back to the Merhead windmill, which is between Merhead and Talmberg, and quite close. Now, you do want to come here somewhere during the day. If it's too late, then Timmy's sister might be sleeping, or if it's too early, the same applies. So there we go. Now this guy is a miller, but he's entitled as a villager. So this is the person you need to talk to, called Mirka. And once again, you can tell him whatever you have here.
I'm here in the...
Just tell her Sir Hanush sent you. She will ask you to meet her behind the windmill and talk to her over there. You can just go over here and wait for her. Now, as I said, this is going to be a little bit tricky, as once you start talking to her, some bandits will show up. So my advice is to, well, let's give her some time to get here. Then you can save your game. And honestly, I wanted to use some potions, but the main issue is they do offer nourishment, and if I go with nourishment, I will end up damaging my balanced diet, so I will have to go without that potion. So as I said, I'm going to save the game anyway, so if it's not something I can manage without the potion, then I will just have to ruin this buff. The balanced diet. It's not that much of a bonus. Yeah, so there we go. I'm going to talk to Mirka.
Here I am.
What do you want from...
Can you tell me where...
Promise me not...
Why do you care so?
And now there's some...
Who are they?
I don't know, but I did...
So she tells you about some cutthroats, and they show up. She will tell you in secret exactly where he is. So now it's up to you to choose what happens to him. Now, if you want, there is a way not to fight them. As you can see, they are well prepared to fight. They have some pretty decent armor. From here, there are many ways you can go. You can befriend them and pretend to be their friend.
A great big...
I'm afraid I don't.
I'll just tell them I don't know anything.
Now, if someone were to tell...
And you have some option of lying to them.
I hear he's hiding.
Oh, yeah?
He's at the butcher's.
Well, I'll just leave... Come with us, or we'll find you. Come on, boys! What the...
Yeah, so if you want, you can just start attacking them, like I'm going to do to this guy. Now let's see if I can find the others. No. They've already run. Ah, there they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can sneak up on them if you want. You can tackle him. Unfortunately, those guys won't be here. Now, I was expecting a little bit more from him, but apparently he doesn't really have much. This one is good though. And let me see if I can still get the other ones. Basically they should be running this way, and they are. Now if you want, you don't need to do this. After all, you did get rid of them. Yeah, so apparently that guy is going quite fast. I need to go after him. I'm not sure if they actually try to catch you at some point or not for lying to them. Still, just in case, I'm a vengeful little bastard. And they need to die. There we go, my dog is going to help a little bit. Not that he needs to. Thank you, mate. So there's not much you're getting from them. But now at least I know that Timmy will be safe, I will be safe in case they wanted revenge. So you could have fought them over there if you were sure you could take them on. It's not the nicest way for me to do things, but I don't have to care that much about being nice to bandits, especially after the massacre they left behind, the slaughter they left at Neuhof. So now I just need to get over here, close to Merhoed. Yeah, apparently some other bandits wanted to attack me, but I don't really have time for them anymore, because I want to do this quest before night runs off. Sorry, before the day runs off. During night time it's quite hard to get a hold on people, and I don't want to wait overnight for this, since it's quite close to me. Yeah, so basically this is where you need to get.
Yeah.
To this small farm. Yeah, I'll just leave my horse over here. And you can ask this lady if you want, and if she wants to talk. If not, you can just come to this guy who is little Timmy.
Hey, Timmy. We have now.
Huh? Shit.
You can ask him a few questions. You can avoid his questions as well.
A check.
Oh, great.
It was. If you go. You go.
He tells you how to get to the bandit camp, which is something I'm going to do in one of the next episodes. Yeah.
Don't worry.
I will not rat out on him.
As thick as a fence post.
He is simply he was tricked into this. So yeah, now I actually finished the quest close to Seradzik's camp, and I can go to that place and report if my horse wants to join me. Yeah, so there we go. This is the Radzik's camp. Hello, mate.
The Lord be praised.
You can report to him.
I'm afraid this does about that.
And you can tell him that you know where it is, and you'll start a new quest.
Certainly, sir.
And he's asking you to go scout it. And this is when you start Nest of Vipers. Basically, this will take you this way to Talnberg, and from here you will need to find it. The thing is, I did unlock some other quests in Ratay, and I will want to go back there. I want to finish the quests in there, and then I will start going around. So right now I will go back to Ratay. Hopefully no one will try to stop me on the way. Now there is a chance they might try to attack me here in the woods. And fortunately they didn't. Now this is quite a safe road. So there we go, I'm back at Ratay. And it's late into the night. Yeah, so if you ever need a bed in Ratay, you can actually sleep over here. I will need to wait a little bit until morning. Yeah, it's not the most comfortable place, as you can see, it's only 30% in comfort. But it's not the worst either. Alright, so now I will go inside. Now basically there are a couple of quests over here.
Stop right there. I have to search you.
And now I can make fun of these guys.
What's going on? For security.
Yeah, so as I said before, if you already have the empathetic, you can just tell them to get out of your way.
Right.
And they will disappear. I've been waiting for so many in-game hours to do this, especially when they ask me to pay them, of course for trying to rob them or for trying to break into some house, but still. Yeah, so basically right now I do want to do one thing, which is get some quest from basically not the armorer, it's the bailiff. He lives upstairs, but that will be during the next episode. So until then, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you'll find at least a few helpful things on your adventure in Kingdom Come Deliverance. So I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.